What's up, everybody? This is Daparu da Crusha, and I'm here to be your host to our new clubhouse, and this is the new Club ENTP. So welcome, and if you happen to not be an ENTP, that's okay. We welcome you here. We're here to help you hack your world. And there's a few things that I'd like to start off with. The fact that I happen to be an ENTP. That's an ENTP thing. And I have a passion for people, and I wanted to make an entire think tank of ENTPs. It's kind of weird that we're so rare, like 2.6% of the population, and we're so overrepresented in movies and entertainment and video games and cartoons. And so we have a very limited opportunity and a very extreme opportunity to do this on a big scale, creating a massive amount of ENTPs. And that's probably why I've drawn you here, or you've been drawn because you are an ENTP and you are so curious and you didn't even know there's a club for you. Well, this is the club, Club ENTP. And in order for you to be a member, all you have to do is subscribe, and that would be awesome. So we can do things that are on a large scale. Like I want to explore and compare the similarities of all types of the MBTI spectrum. And I invite you to discover the keys of hacking your world. Learn what motivates each type, the art of influencing their decisions. Become like a masterful kung fu artist and use your opponent's own momentum of free will into the direction of your own. So I'm excited to try this out. There's weird things that I wanted to ask, like I want to find out how many of you are left-handed, how many of you have grown up told you are dyslexic, how many of you have been told that you have ADD or ADHD or whatever, DD80. I want to know what your experiences are. I want to know how many of you are artists, and if so, what's your art form? I want to know that, and I'd like to have a discussion where we can open up questions to ENTPs, because this will be the place to ask an ENTP any question you have, male or female or whatever. So I'm excited to find out what is making us the way that we are. I'm so fascinated by it. So if you would just please like, subscribe, and participate in this great community of personalities, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome. So I'm excited to just present myself to the world. I've never done this before. I don't know what it is. Why is it that all these introverts do so well with their channels where they talk to the computer, the camera? I need an audience, and right now I have no audience. And as an ENTP, I get my energy from the audience. So I'd like to know more about who you are, my audience, by you writing down below. Just tell me what your art form is. If you are not an artist and you're an ENTP, what is your passion? That's what I really want to know, is what your passion is. I happen to be an artist. I'm an artist in many different ways. Not only am I've been drawing since I was a child, and always competitive. I've entered in every art contest that there ever was growing up and won them all. If you're an ENTP, you understand the sense of super creativity and super competitiveness that goes along with being an ENTP, to show the world what we can create in our minds. Now, out of all the types, the 16 different MBTI personality types, we are the most curious of all types. And what that means is we're probably the ones overrepresented in the Myers-Briggs type indicator forum. So even though we're 2.6% of the population, we are probably most interested in this topic more than any other type. We also happen to be the most extreme right brain personality, so that helps us to triangulate related connections quickly. It's simple for an ENTP. We triangulate things on a very fast level, and you couple that with any dominant, so we can verbalize our intuition more externally than other types. So I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I'm a writer, I'm writing a book about personality types, believe it or not. I've been writing it for a very long time, and this is before I even understood the MBTI personality type. It is something that I've been interested in for decades, but I am in no way an expert, and I don't claim to be MBTI certified. I just happen to be really, really, really interested in people and diagnosing them. Some other things that we're going to have happen here. Okay, this is going to be a fun place, all right? There's going to be who's tats that. Okay, I have no tattoos, but I would like to do interviews with preferably cage fighters on their choice of tattooery. And I think that would be an interesting subject, and also find out the mentality of a person to go into a locked cage with another human being. That sounds pretty interesting. I'd like to know, are you all interested in sports? If so, what sports are the most interesting to you? It seems that we all are very sports oriented, so but we're all very competitive. That's probably why. And but my sports background was martial arts when I was 9, so fighting is in my, mixed martial arts is one of my passions. So that's weird. And I'd like to do interviews with these famous mixed martial artists, finding out their personality types, their right-handed, left-handedness, things like that. So, and also their tattoos, the beliefs that they have going into a cage, and the mindset going into a locked cage with another human being. And this is one thing, okay? So that's who's tats that, and that'll be very interesting. We'll take a particular tattoo of the person that I'll be interviewing a week ahead of time and post it so you guys can look and see, okay, take a guess, who's tats that, and then that's a clue who we'll be interviewing on the big show. That'll be the Daparu show. So it's going to stem off from different things where we're doing maybe surveys, probably take a bong hit or two. That might be something that happens frequently. Also, guest interviews, very important to me that I have that good conversation with a person to determine what they are personality type. I think it's more important to have a great conversation, an intuitive person who can ask the right questions and get the right answers that are truthful and honest, so that there's no way of fudging on a test, there's a similarity bias or some sort of bias that goes along with being a person answering your own questions about you. So it's nice to get a perspective from an outside source. So welcome to the clubhouse, and it's a crazy studio in here. I have a lot of very artistic and very talented friends that visit me on a regular basis here in the studio, and all from around the Pacific Northwest. I'm actually coming to you from the COO, that is Vancouver, USA, and I'm not actually in Vancouver, but I'm outside of Vancouver in a much quieter, more serene setting with a koi pond and a 5-acre ranch. So I am currently not employed, and that is something that I can proudly say for the last 13 years. I've discovered a way of not having to work and having everything that I need. And that is the true meaning of being rich. In fact, I want to know your religions, or your lack thereof religions. My daughter, I have 2 kids. My daughter is, they're all grown up, and she's becoming a doctor in psychology. So she did some very interesting classes on world religions, and she said, Dad, I know what you are. And I'm like, okay, what am I? She says, you are a Buddhist Christian monk. And I said, okay. And that's probably what I am. I looked it up, I researched it, of course, as any good ENTP would do. Research, and I came to the conclusion that a Buddhist monk would never call themselves a Buddhist monk. So I'm not calling myself anything. I'm just calling myself a spiritual being. I believe in a higher spirit than our own. And so leave it at that for now. I don't want to bore you with all my sentimental theology of religion or politics. So that is not what we're here to discuss unless you are here to discuss. I don't care. I'll talk about anything. I've been married 2 times. All right, my door swings one way, and that is to leave all those questions of whether or not I'm this or I'm that, or if I refer to myself. My pronouns are dude, and dude. So just remember that. If you need to know my pronouns, those are my pronouns, all right? And so I'm creating businesses. I'm an entrepreneur of ideas, and it is really a wonderful thing for me to sit down in the morning and do my meditation and dream up ways to solve the world's problems, and I have a lot of them. And I would love to be able to work with other people to get those ideas to come to fruition, because I do want to make the world a better place, and I do want to have a legacy because I am so competitive. I want my name to live in infamy forever. Not infamy, but in just neon lighting is all I can ask for. LED lighting's fine. I can go with LED. Halogens, yeah. So yeah, this is going to be exciting and fun for me, and I hope it is for you. Actually, it's not going to be fun and exciting for me. I really don't want to do this. This is not something I want to do. This is something I dreamed of doing, and now I have to do it. Or I'm just being a cliche of an ENTP and never finishing a damn thing. So here to finish something I started in my mind, and I am really looking forward to it. So I like to start projects and I like to hand them over to other people. So I'm making this your clubhouse. It's up to you to invite your friends, all your people who know about the MBTI, all the people that are hip into the typology. Bring them. Let's have a discussion. All right. I know we're really rare, the ENTP, so I might not have a very large subscription group, but I'm okay with having a mixed group of a lot of people to share our ideas and maybe make some things come to fruition by utilizing those other types that are so handy to us ENTPs. So we just drop the ball, let you roll with it, and take it from here. Meanwhile, I'm off. Squirrel. That's my cliche. Squirrel. We ENTPs are often just on to the next idea. So now I'm probably thinking about, probably astrophysics right now. You never know. Or did you know that the spoonful of a supernova,
1 hour later,
it would weigh 5 billion tons theoretically here on Earth? See, these are crazy things, just like, we'll go off onto another topic, but I need you guys to draw me back in. I need you to help me to make this the greatest type personality forum in the internet of things. So I want this to be a place where people can go to come up with great ideas and inventions and perfect the ideas and inventions of other ENTPs, and also give advice maybe on how to execute those plans. So we have, I would say,
hey, you're an ENTP, you have this idea with this. Well, what would be great for you is, maybe an INTP or an ISTJ. I would be very intrigued to be a part of that thought process. So
who knows what's going to happen, but if we don't do this, nothing's going to happen, okay? So we have to do something or nothing's going to happen. And that's my message to the ENTPs, is just do it. That is I could make a t-shirt out of that. Oh my God, that's a great, just do it. And then have like a little design and all, swoosh at the end. Yeah, I couldn't get in trouble for that, could I? See, I need help. I need you to say, whoa, bro, that's been done before. Or whoa, bro, that's completely illegal. Or whoa, bro, that's a stupid idea. But tell me why. Tell me why it's a stupid idea. I want to hear, and I'm all ears. So are all my ENTPs out there. We will tell you our ideas. We're not arguing with you. We're not being aggressively like you have to believe in this, and we're saying this is my great idea, and now I'm listening to see if you think it's good or bad and why. I need to know. Don't say, oh, that's a great idea, but you just go, squirrel. No, I don't want to talk about squirrel now. I want to talk about my good idea. Why is it good? Why is it bad? Or why won't it work? Or why do you think it will work? So if we don't have these discussions, we will just be the greatest minds alone, becoming more and more introverted as we age, I would imagine. Oh, by the way, I'm 51. You might want to know. Oh, also, I want to know when you're born. Okay, do you guys believe in the zodiac? Okay, because I'm a Gemini, and I was born on June 6th. So you know what they say about Geminis, right? That we have two personalities? Well, I think that's a bunch of bullshit. Whoa. And so do I. When I walk into a room, I'm instantly the life of the party. If you're that way, you're an ENTP, wherever you go, you're just the star. You're always the star. People want to know you. You want to know them. You mingle with them. You're very open. You don't care about their class, if they're rich or poor, fat or skinny, ugly or beautiful. It doesn't matter. Do they have a soul? Yes, they do. And that's what I find beautiful. So I find you all very beautiful, and I am here to find ways of dissecting that beauty into truth. And we'll see if we can all help each other become better people. And I'm all for that. All right. I have to have a catchphrase. Okay, we'll say, now let's build this forum and take over the world! Or just have a nice day. Okay, let's see if we can do that again. Cut.